Welcome, welcome. We're glad that you've tuned in our live stream. It is the Spiritual Emphasis Week here at Southern Asia Pacific Division. This week's theme is Health Work, an entering wedge for truth to reach hearts. Our speakers are Drs. Richard Nelson and Edward Nathan. Dr. Nelson is the Vice President for Academics at IAS. He also serves as the Professor of Public Health, Interdisciplinary Health, Education and Practice, and Lifestyle Education. Dr. Nathan is the Public Health Department Chairperson and also serves as a professor at IAS. You're invited to share this stream with a friend, family, or co-worker that you think can be blessed from this content. Send them this link, or better yet, share your screen with someone nearest you. If you have a prayer request, comment below or chat with us. We would love to pray for you. The program has started, so let's jump in.
No, I will go. We have a message. We have the message to bring to the world. We have the message to bring the world through the spiritual realm, and I feel also we have the message to bring to the world through the health message. Today is the last day the last time I will talk about topics of health. This evening will be a bit more spiritual, and tomorrow Dr. Richard Nelson, will conclude with his message on the week of prayer. Cancer, a dreaded disease, a disease that nobody likes. Even when we were small, when we hear the word cancer, but now cancer, if you get, it's like, okay, we can treat you, you can be well, you can live on. The problem is many people don't want to go for treatment, and I'm a bit skeptical because I'm a person who is trained as a medical doctor. I believe this is a good way to treat the body scientifically through research. Why research? Because research involves a lot of people to review and to know that what you're doing is right. In 2004, Pfizer, the company, came out with a pill called the magic pill. A pill that contains high blood pressure, small amount, diabetic medication in a small amount, cholesterol medication in one pill. They call it the magic pill. And they thought that this would be the pill that will cure all disease and be good. Pfizer developed it, and they did a study. The study was done both in Europe and in Asia. At the end of 2 years, no, this pill does not make any difference. People still get sick. People still have problems. So the pill was done away. There's no more magic pill. So that's where the research came in, because there were a lot of specialists around the world who commented on that pill and said, this is not the way to go about it. And I believe in the medical world that we do depend on the scientific world, which I believe is God-given, for us to help, to guide, and to guide people towards the correct way. In medicine, it will be the way to take care of our body. Spiritually, you are guided by Bible principles, and tonight I will give you a little bit of examples from the spirit of prophecy that guides us in the health side. Genesis 1, 26, 27, I would like to repeat this again. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Again, a reminder, you are created in the image of God. Again, when you see in the mirror today, don't say, Edward, do I look handsome? You say, Jesus, thank you for being in me. Today I will serve you because I'm a representative of Jesus Christ. I'm in the image of God. The nature of God's image is holistic. And 1 Thessalonians 5:23, I just mentioned the synopsis, but I want you all to read the text. So let me see if I can get to the text. 1 Thessalonians 5:23. The health department of the General Conference have a few important Bible texts, and one of them is this. And the Bible text that was given by the presided just now was also another text that is used by the Health Department of the General Conference. 1 Thessalonians 5:23, and the very God of peace sanctify you. I'm not a religious person, but when I was small, the word sanctify really scared me. You know, as a small boy, sanctify, be set aside for a special purpose. And if I'm correct, set aside for holy purpose. Sanctify you. May the God of peace sanctify you. All of us are set aside for a holy purpose. Sanctify you holy, and I pray, God, your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved. What's the next word? Blameless. That your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved blameless. We cannot put any blame into our soul, our spirit, and our body. Very important text. So sometimes when you think, it's okay, you have to be careful of that. It is okay, because, you know, it is interesting when the picture is white, nobody sees about it. But when there's a black dot, you pay attention. And so sometimes when sin comes, if it's just a small little black dot, you are scarred, and it takes sometimes difficulty to take away that black dot. So the human being is made in God's image, which includes the soul, the heart, the spirit, and the strength, the body. Cancer, as I said, it used to be a dread disease. It is still a dread disease. If you're treated early, it's good. The problem is we do not come early and see the doctor. So as I was giving a message last year, a lady came up to me. I have a breast lump for 2 years. I said, what, 2 years? Yeah, COVID, and then I'm so reluctant to go and see. I said, no, you need to go and see a doctor. And that was October. November, she didn't go and see a doctor. December, she developed a fit. So she tried to get that thing done in Indonesia to find out what the fit was. It was on the Wednesday or Thursday she got a fit. They called me. I said, if you cannot get diagnosed, come over to Penang. I was scared because I knew that it was a cancer. I was scared that it would have gone to the brain and she would have been like metastasis, and that would be stage 4. And oh man, what to do? And so while she was in Indonesia, they took time to find out what the fit was. And I said, okay, if you cannot get it done, Monday come over to Penang. So she flew Monday, discharged from the hospital on Saturday, I think, Friday or Saturday she discharged. They had prayer for her in Indonesia, and she flew over Monday. Monday evening, we found out, because again, Penang Avenue Hospital, we are very fortunate to have all the facilities. We got PET scan, we got MRI. I must be thankful for the administrators of the hospital to think in the future. When we were down 1997, you know that there was Asian economic crisis. In 6 months, Penang Adventist Hospital were to close down. That's it, no more Penang Adventist Hospital. The administrator at that time, Mr. Ted Moore, if you knew him, came to the hospital at the moment and says, we need to buy a machine. Everybody's, we're in debt and you want us to buy a machine? And he bought a CT scan and an MRI. And you know what? That built the hospital up. So I have to thank his wisdom for that, and God's wisdom on him for managing the hospital. And from then on, the hospital really picked up. You know, for the past 3 years, we have been having 2 to 3 months bonus in that hospital. Already a good salary, and yet 2 to 3 months bonus. And my patients are very nice. They come and say, doctor, we don't mind paying extra money to your hospital because the money will go to the patient, to go to the staff or go to the building. It doesn't go into the pocket of the president or the CEO. And they are happy to know about that. And I say, yes. So we have all the facilities, and she had a scan done, and the scan says nothing wrong in the brain. So nice. So now, treatment for breast. So Tuesday, the whole investigation for the breast was done, came to see me, make sure nothing else is happening with the body. Wednesday, saw the breast surgeon. Thursday, had the operation done. So Monday, made sure nothing wrong in the brain. Tuesday, make sure nothing wrong with the body. Wednesday, had the seen by the breast surgeon. Thursday, breast surgery done. Good. Remove the source of the breast because there was no spread around the body. And after that, now she's back in Penang, back and forth. She comes every 3 to 4 weeks from Indonesia to get her treatment in Penang. I thank God that she is doing well with the treatment. Common cancers in men. Prostate cancer, okay? Lung cancer, mainly because people smoke, but even if you don't smoke, we get this secondhand thing, and it's not only from smoke, it's from the environment, okay? Colorectal cancer, because of the food and the choices of food we eat. Liver, because many people drink alcohol. And skin, because of too much exposure to the sun. That's one of the main things. Common cancers for women: breast, colorectal, lung, cervical, ovarian, and endometrial cancer. These are the most common cancers in men and women. The global trend of cancer from the National Cancer Index says, institution, there will be a 50% increase in new cancer cases over the next 20 years. And true enough, I'm hearing more people getting cancer. And the thing is, I'm hearing more people getting cancer in the Adventist church. It's like now common to hear cancer in the Adventist church. To me, it should not be common. To me, in the Adventist church, we should not get even heart disease. We should not even get strokes, because these are non-communicable disease which are associated with lifestyle. The biggest rate of increase will occur in the developing world, which I believe Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, Southeast Asia is in. So we have to really have a closer look at cancer. So the American Institute of Cancer Research, as I mentioned a few days ago, came out with 10 recommendations to prevent cancer. And I think this is what we're going to talk a little bit about today, and I hope that you all will take note. Number one, again, many times it's been stressed, be a healthy weight, be on a healthy weight. Even if you're a little bit obese, make sure your diet, your lifestyle is good, that you don't increase your weight, okay? As we get older, in fact, I feel sometimes it's good for some people to have a little bit more weight, because as you come to 70, 80, your weight will come down. And so we don't want you to be so thin, and then when you come 70, 80, become like a coconut tree. Be of a healthy weight. Again, the stress on exercise. Physically active is again a very important part. You can do indoor, you can do outdoor. Yesterday, for the first time in my 4 months, 5 months in 4 months in Philippines, heavy rain. Well, there was rain before, and of course I was away for sometimes when it rains, but yesterday was the first time I experienced real heavy rain. Nice. And after that, you can see a group of them walking around IS campus, I guess because it cooled down the temperature. But I think irrespective of whether it's hot or cold, whether it rain or not, there's always an opportunity time for you to do exercise. Eat a diet rich in whole grains, vegetable, fruits, and beans. Now, this is not coming from a Seventh-day Adventist source. This is coming from an NGO, that does research. Doesn't all these advisories sound like it's coming from the Adventist church? Okay? Eat a diet rich in whole grains, vegetable, fruits, and beans. Limit the consumption of fast food and other processed foods that are high in fat, starches, and sugars. I know we are tempted in this, but it says the word limit. Keep it down to the bare minimum. I have a friend of mine who keeps only Diet Coke in his fridge, no water. Diet Coke, Seventh-day Adventist guy, he has at least about 10 cans of Diet Coke per day. 10 cans, can you imagine? Because he said, I grew up with it, so Diet Coke. So what do you have in your fridge? I should be like Oprah. Oprah goes to people's home, you know, have you seen Oprah in her show? Sometimes from the guests, she'll say, okay, let me go to your house. Open up the pantry. Ha-ha! And she and Dr. Oz will say, what is there, what is there, what is there, what is there? And open up the fridge. Oh, big tub of ice cream and all that. And then she'll take it out and throw it away. Because these people want to be healthy. So, if we were to go to your pantry or your house or your fridge, would you be okay or not? limit the consumption of fast food. This is interesting because people talk about limiting processed meat. If you can read the first line, eat no more than moderate amount, 12 to 18 ounces per week of red meat if you do eat red meat. And red meat, of course, we don't eat pork, but we do eat meat, beef, and we do eat lamb for some Seventh-day Adventists. It says limit. And what is the meaning of limit of 12 to 16 pounds? It's this much. That much per week. So if you're going out for a lunch today and you have nice beef steak or what, that's it, per week of red meat. No more tomorrow, no more Sunday, no more Monday, no more Tuesday, no more Wednesday, none. That's it. Or some people, what they do is they take the red meat, oh, I want to eat, so they cut a little bit to eat for today, Monday, and this portion for Tuesday. Can you imagine eating this much amount? Because I used to eat beef, and I know how delicious this would be. To ask me to cut a slice of it and to eat that for lunch, I would be, I want some more. I cannot eat that little. So the best thing actually I found out is don't eat at all. That is the best way to avoid the craving to eat meat. I tell you, for about 24 years, I'm a vegetarian. I still have that inclination to eat beef. I still have the inclination. If you bring me to McDonald's, quarter pounder with cheese will be there, staring on my mind. Ding, 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 ding. And if I go with my friends, I have to tell myself, no, no, no. And then I'll go to take the French fries and then sit down with them. And they will eat the beef. Man, have you gone for Korean barbecue? Wow, Korean barbecue, the beef is fantastic. The smell, you're sitting down there with your friends. And they say, Edward, you come with us. We are going to Korean barbecue. Okay, I said, got vegetarian option? God. You know what's the vegetarian option? The side dishes. They have all these vegetable, the kimchi, and all the thing at the side. And the best thing is free. So they'll be buying all these type of things, and then I'll be, Edward eats vegetable. Okay, give him all the vegetables. And I like it, those vegetables, and you put with the Korean sauce, very nice. And when it comes to the bill, all of them will be paying like 60 ringgit, they share the bill. Edward, you're vegetarian, no need to pay, you're free. So sometimes go out with my friends, it's so nice. And they really protect me, They will, as we sit in a restaurant, two of them, one of them is an orthopedic surgeon, who will sit down and say, hey, this guy puts his hand, is a vegetarian, you got meal for him or not? They will tell the waiter in the restaurant, and I'm so embarrassed sometimes, but they say, nah, man, it's good to have you with us. And they like me to go with them, because sometimes when they do drink, I say, please limit, we'll limit only to 1 glass of wine or 1 glass of this thing with them. So sometimes I say, if you overdo, try not to involve me. I know the friendship is nice, but sometimes when I see them, oh man, when they eat, they can eat. And see how people eat in Malaysia? I hope the sound will be there, if you can hear this video. This is what we call Nasi Kandar restaurant in Malaysia. This is how some, I wouldn't say all, but when people eat in Malaysia.
Nasi Kandar Hamidiah. Paling sedap. Bukit Bintang.
Okay, rice, more portion. Sotong. Squid.
Tengok sikit sotong.
One big squid, okay?
Besar sotong. Oh, besar lah bang. Okay, udang.
Then he wants prawn.
Satu. Udang.
Oh,
ayam.
man.
Ayam goreng.
And then he wants fried chicken.
Okay, kita dengar cakap dia. Dia tahu ayam bawang. Okay, bawang.
I think that was enough for me if I'm a non-veg. Okay?
Satu kali.
And he takes his curry, all different flavor, chicken curry, beef curry, mutton curry, all.
Okay,
they call it, they flood it.
Bagi telur.
Oh,
telur
man.
masin.
Okay, now he wants egg.
Satu telur masin, satu
This
telur
is
rebus.
salted egg.
Satu.
Now he wants
Okay, telur dadah satu.
boiled egg.
Telur dadah satu. Okay.
This is omelette type of egg.
Telur sotong.
And then this is the squid egg.
Batak. Okay, telur ikan ada kah?
And then calamari, fish egg.
Ui, sedap ni Mat.
And he says, oh, delicious.
Okay, telur ikan dah. Okay, bendi peria.
Okay, so he gives some more curry. Oh, man. All types of curry. All curry, fish, prawn, crab.
Cili. Sorry, satu.
Oh, chili. Oh, must have chili. Oh, nice chili over
Bendi sudah
there.
bendi.
Oh, you take some, finally some vegetable, lady's finger.
Okey, kasih.
Don't know where to put also.
Oh, berat mat. Bos, lamb shank bos.
Eh, oh, he wants lamb.
Lamb shank.
Oh, lamb.
Mantap, lamb shank. Extra power. Okey, mantap.
That's it. He can eat this. I will be, How do we do this sometimes at potluck? So, it's a video that has been sent to many people and my friends around, and I use that in the wellness center to tell people, how do you choose your food? One problem is the amount. Number two, the type. Can you eat that much? I noticed that as I've become older, it's very difficult to go to round 2 and round 3. So it's too expensive for me to go for buffet now. Oh, I have to fast like 2 days to enjoy buffet food because, oh man, if I go to buffet one round, finish, wasted my money. So we have to take care of our food, the choices of food that we eat. If you eat a mountain of vegetable, if that all was vegetable, maybe I would say okay, but look at the amount of meat. Limit the consumption of sugar-sweetened drinks, yeah. If you have time, it's an old documentary, but look at the documentary called Super Size Me, and after that, there have been a few other documentaries, Knife Over Fork. Those are the things that you can have your time to look and see how the food industry have changed. Super Size Me came because in McDonald's, when you go and order a drink, they said, super size for another 5 cents, you get a bigger cup of soft drinks. So how do you choose your soft drinks when you go to Subway, when you go to McDonald's, when you go to KFC? Do you choose the regular or you choose the big one? Limit alcohol to reduce cancer risk, and that's very true. Number 1 cause for liver cancer, as I mentioned just now, is actually alcohol. Number 2 cause for liver cancer is hepatitis B. Number 3 cause for liver cancer is your fatty choices of food. So hepatitis B is a sexually transmitted disease. It's not from diet. It's a sexually transmitted disease. Yeah. So we have to be careful of the liver. I'm so glad I don't hear many liver cancer among the Adventist group. Do not use supplements or cancer prevention for. And this is the place where some church members, they are working something, but then they come out, doctor, I have a Tupperware party. When you go for a Tupperware party, they're supposed to sell Tupperware, right? But nowadays, you know what happens in Tupperware party? Neutralite will come out. Oh, that is with Amway. They're supposed to sell Tupperware, but then they have a big product range of supplements. Amway, also the same. You go for Amway, the soaps. When you buy the soap, it will last you for 1 year, that whole container. Very nice. I like it. But then when you go for their conference or you go for meetings or you go for parties, they will just have those soaps over there, but a lot on the supplements. Do we need supplements? No. The only people who need supplement is those who don't have teeth because they cannot chew their food. Then you take the supplement because it's not enough to get from the food that you eat. Babies or people who are sick, you need supplements. Adults like you and me, we have enough supplements or vitamins or minerals coming from the food that we eat. Even though we are not vegetarians, there are still enough supplements, minerals and vitamins that are coming into your body from the food that you eat. So you do not need supplements. I give you a good example. During COVID, one of the best things that people advised to fight the COVID virus was vitamin D. And everybody was selling vitamin D. You know what's the natural source of vitamin D? The sun, correct. So, why don't expose yourself to the sun to get vitamin D rather than take the supplement? A good quick source of vitamin C, I heard it's not available here. Do you know which type of fruit has vitamin C? Orange is one, but you know the big source of vitamin C? Kiwi fruit. Now, I have a taboo with, I got 1 minute, so I've got a taboo with kiwi, with fruits. When I was small, I cannot remember which age, about 7, 8 years old, I took rambutan. You know rambutan? Good, everybody understands. It's a nice fruit, fleshy, but it has seed, and I choked on it. My mother got really worried. I must thank God, don't know how, pop, the fruit came out. And after that, in my mind, anything with seed is scary. It's scary. So my mom would usually cut out, longans. I don't like it, but she would cut it out, put it on the plate, and I would just eat. And I say, oh, good, very nice. I can eat longan. I don't see the seed. So she'll take the rambutan, cut out the seed, take away, throw it, and put it on the plate. So I don't see the seed, so I just eat. So that's why now when we have grapes, seedless grapes, wow, nice. Just take pop, 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 and do that. The last fruit that I liked was kiwi. Can you imagine? I just didn't like because of the seed. And so small. And my wife was really teasing me, Edward, this seed won't kill you. I know it won't kill me, but I just don't want. So for a long time, I did not eat kiwi fruit. And one day, I was eating all these fruits again. I think my wife learned from my mother to chop all these fruits and put it in. And I was eating and I said, wow, very nice. What is this? Kiwi. Huh? You tricked me. Like Delilah. You tricked me. I said, but you liked it. You enjoyed it. Yeah. And now I do take kiwi fruit. I know there's a sour option of kiwi fruit, but there's also a very sweet one, and it's very nice. So I've learned to eat both sour and sweet. The day before, there's one vegetable that I still find very hard to eat, but because it is a vegetable, I will eat. I will eat, and I keep telling my family members, my nephew who has a son, and my niece who has a son also, you must tell the children to eat vegetables. Yes, if they want to be choosy about meat and other things, fine, but vegetables they should eat. So 2 days ago, I was served bitter gourd. And as I opened the thing, I say, oh, there's bitter gourd here. Okay, I will eat. So I tried 3, 4, 5. Finally, I told my wife, sorry, I cannot finish half of it. I have to give back to you. And so she took it. But as far as vegetables, I will eat as much vegetables as I can because I know they are good. Even though you deep fry it, or you steam it, or you cook it, or you give me fresh, I will try my best to eat vegetables. Remember, I did not grow up eating that much vegetable. I grew up actually eating a lot more meat. But it has changed. I made quite a good progress in terms of food. So do not use supplements for cancer prevention. For mothers or potential mothers or any of you who have children who are grown up now and who are going to be married and have babies soon, tell them to breastfeed. Please breastfeed your children at least for 6 months. The Malaysian policy is now 3 months for maternity leave. In US, it's 6 months. I don't know about the division here, but yes, we need to bond. We need to let the mother grow with the baby, and it's breastfeeding time for them. And you can breastfeed even up to 2 years. The only problem is after a year, it will interfere with your work because the children, sometimes you'll see them in church, mommy, like the baby's going to the mother, mommy, I want a breast milk. And, in church, they will have their way to cover as they breastfeed. And the child is already quite big, 2 years old, 3 years old. So sometimes it can be a bit embarrassing. But the longer you breastfeed, the better it is. After a cancer diagnosis, follow the recommendations if you can. I need to give the story. So let me introduce you my family over here. On the left is my younger sister. She works in the hospital in the dispenser. Next to her is my eldest sister. She was the health ministry director for the Peninsula Malaysia Mission. She had breast cancer. When she had it about 20 years ago, she was very reluctant to go for treatment. I will believe what God says. I was in Loma Linda at that time, so I had to talk to 2 or 3 of my friends who were cancer and say, no, she needs to get treated. So finally, she went for mastectomy, removing the breast. But she didn't want to go for chemo radio. She said, no. Fortunately, that breast cancer at that moment was a stage where it was debatable. You can have it, you cannot have it. 20 years down the road, she had a recurrence of breast cancer. And again, the question asked about her. This time, again, improvement in cancer treatment now. There is immunotherapy. And if she's here, she will give you a testimony, a fantastic 6 months of treatment. and now she's cancer-free from breast. Cancer-free, no spread, nothing, no evidence of this thing. Immunotherapy is expensive, but it's fantastic. Next to her is Pastor Patrick. He used to be the secretary for the Peninsula Malaysia Mission, and now he is the pastor for a local church. Next to him, a tall guy at the back, is Pastor Matthew Hunlide, who used to study in IAS here in Min. He's now the pastor of Al Ain Church in United Arab Emirates, and in front of him is his wife, who is my niece, Cassie, who studied in AIU, and their two sons. Next to them is my sister, who is a teacher in Akamai English School, International School in Bangkok for the past, 30 over years, Esther. And next to her is my mother, who is holding her youngest great-grandchild, Tiffany, who is now 1 month old. Yeah. So Matthew has 3 children now. Next to them is Caleb, who is holding his son. And next to him is his wife, Jessie, who comes from Sarawak. Next to her is, on the right, will be Tabitha, who's administrative secretary in the Malaysia Union now, and my wife and me. So we have a mixed group over here. Matthew is from Togo. My mother is from Thailand. Jessie is a Chinese from Malaysia, and my wife is an Indian from India. So we have quite an international family group. So this is the cancer oncology in Penang. Developed very well. We have so many facilities there now. This you can see. We have medical and clinical oncology. We have imaging. We have surgical oncology. We don't have any advanced surgeons over there, but the people who are practicing there are beautiful. We have what we call MDT, multidisciplinary team, in which they meet among the doctors group in Penang and with the National Cancer Center of Singapore. So we always do our consultation with NCC Singapore. So this is one of the collaborations that our hospital has done. We like Singapore because NCC was headed by Prof. Su, who is an Adventist, Suki Chi, Suki Chi in NCC Singapore, and we're still using that cooperation in our this thing. So facilities are modern and good and up to date. Adventist Lifestyle is where I work and where we do medical checkups, and that's where we do our screening. So what do we screen? Cervical cancer. Pap smears is very important for all ladies. You should have your pap smear a year. But over the past 4 years, now there's a newer way of doing pap smear, home-based. You get the kit, the small little, why is the lot? Okay, you get the tip, and you do it at home, ladies. You can do it at home. Simply just put it into your private area, turn 5-10 times, put it back, tomorrow give it to the hospital. So that's easy. That's to look for the germs called HPV. HPV is the main cause for cervical cancer. Breast cancer, we do imaging. So our imaging machine has become better. It's not painful, and it's more accurate, and it's digital. Prostate cancer, even though it says here digital, now we use modalities like ultrasound and CT scans to do it rather than digital. So no, you don't get a digital rectal examination in the lifestyle center. You do not need. Colorectal, you can do a stool test, you can do scopes, and you can do even the scans. Lung cancer, we screen by doing x-ray first. Yes, I picked up at least about 5 to 10, 5 to 6 cancers previous year, last year, just by doing screening tests. This year is the 100th year of Penang Adventist Hospital, and we have a grand celebration in September where some of you will be involved, and also in December. At the end of your checkup in Penang Adventist Hospital, this is how your front page report will be, and everybody likes to look at the bottom left corner where it says C, B, A. Some of you are so proud because you got A minus or A, and some of them will get E and F. Of course, those are not Adventists. Yeah, those are people who smoke, who drink, who have bad sugars, bad blood pressure, and all those type of things. So those are the report that we have. So, yeah, that's it. I pray that all of you will be well this coming Sabbath. For Q&A tomorrow, if you are embarrassed, you can write it down, and during the question and answer time, I could answer. I pray that each one of us, as I mentioned just now in 1 Thessalonians 5:23, that we will practice our lifestyle and look into ourselves and be blameless before God. Thank you and have a good day.
We hope you find encouragement through today's stream. Share this video with your friends and family. Let us know in the comments what you appreciate most from today's topic. If you enjoyed and inspired by today's message, we invite you to give us a follow or a like on social media platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. See you in the next stream. God bless.